T. Clark here, and this video is going to go over the AP Computer Science A 2025 FRQ number 3B. And in 3B it says we need to write the round method build matches. So we have the build matches method here. There's the header. We want to return an array list of type match. So the method should return a new array list of type match. I'm going to do that right now, actually, without even thinking of what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, okay, set up my results list. Equals new array. I'm just going to paste it. I copied it, pasted it, and put the parentheses for the new, and then return results at the end. Okay, so before even knowing what build matches is doing, I need to get the same type for my result, my return, and then it's an array list, so I have to make a new array list of the same type. I could leave it blank, but since I pasted it, I might as well just keep it the match. Why not? Okay, so now what are we going to do? So we're going to pair competitors from competitors list. So again, we have our list of competitors, competitor list. I'm going to copy that, probably paste it down here somehow. We're going to use competitor list according to the following rules. Okay, so the rules are, if the number of competitors is even, the best ranked competitor is paired with a worst ranked competitor. Okay, so first versus last. So Alex versus wait, if it's even, do I have an even example? Okay, so Ray would be paired with Tim, and then Sam would be paired with V. Let's see, first is Ray, second is Tim, and then Sam and V. Yeah, okay. And then so on and so forth, etc., etc. And then if it's odd, what happens if it's odd? The competitor with the best rank is ignored. Okay, so then Alex, in this case, since it's 3 is odd, it's ignored, and the remaining competitors are paired according to the rule for an even competitor. Okay, so we just ignore this one, and the rest are like it's if it's even. Okay, so each pair of competitors is used to create a match object. So we need a new match. I'm going to loop over the competitor list probably. Before that, I'm going to set up the start and maybe the end. Maybe I'm going to go through the loop of competitors. I'm going to get a new match object added to the results. So I have to set up the new match object added to the array list to return. Okay, competitors may appear in either order. So so it doesn't matter which is first or second. So that doesn't matter necessarily. And matches may appear in any order in the returned array list. Okay, so the matches aren't numbered or anything. So it could be Ray and Tim, or it could be Tim and Ray, I'm thinking that saying, or it could be Sam and V first, but Sam and V have to be paired together. They could be V and Sam, and they could be first or second in this case, but they have to be paired together correctly. Okay, so the orders don't matter for this one, but I think I'm going in order, so it'll just be in order when I'm going through my list anyway, my competitor list. So here's an example. We have a round object R1, we have an R number, and we build matches. So we have R1 right here with our 3 competitors, odd, and then we'll return, Alex gets the bye. The first rank gets the off week or off match. And then it's just the first versus the last, of who's remaining. Okay, then we have an even set R2, so we have even number, the first versus the last, second first, second last. So I'm going to loop through, I'm looping through the first half of the list, and I'm going to pair off with the last spot in the list. So I'm thinking I'm going to do plus I, and I'm going to do minus I. That's my thoughts right now. Okay, so first off, I want to set up my start, if it's even or odd. So I'm going to set up int my start index equals 0. That's if it's even. And then I'm going to get my end index as well. End index equals competitor list. Do I still have that copied? I don't know. I'll just copy it again. Double click, copy, paste, dot size. And the last one's at -1, right? The last spot? Yeah. But then if it's odd, if the size, competitor list dot size, copy, paste, is odd, that means it's not even, then my start index will be at 1. Yeah, so if it's even, I just start at normal, but then if it's odd, %2, right? I get to divide by 2, get the remainder divided by 2, and if the remainder when divided by 2 is not equal to 0, that means it's odd. So odd, you start at 1. The first index is 0, this Alex guy, rank 1, gets the buy. Okay, then I'm going to loop through, and this is what I had a mistake in the first video. I'm going to loop through just like normal. I less than size, but I'm going halfway like normal, then I plus plus. So I'm looping through my loop like normal, my list like normal. I start at 0, and I'll use start index in a bit. You'll see where that comes in. But if I just loop like normal, but halfway, I should be good to go. And then when I set up the matches, you'll see. So now I need to set up my, what do I have? Competitors are competitors. So I have my 2 competitors. Competitor first equals competitor list dot get, and I'm not going to get I. That's if I had I like normal. That's how I'd get the current one. But since I have, it's either skip the first one or do the first one. I'm going to use the start index that I have. So I'm going to say start index plus I. So that's my first competitor, and I'm going to have another competitor. And my second one is going to be competitor list dot get, and I'm going to get from the end. So I could have put all competitor list size minus 1 in here, but I'm going to do minus I. So what's happening is, if I look at my set right here, my first person is Ray. Start index is 0, and then plus I, which starts at 0. And then my second person is the end index, which is size minus 1, so 4 minus 1 is 3, and then minus I is 0. So I'm coming from this side with that end index minus 1, or minus I. And then if I get I is 1, and then what do I have? First is start index 0 plus 1, so it's Sam like normal. Then the end index, which is 3 minus 1 is 2. So since I'm going forwards with 1, my first competitor, and then I'm going backwards with my second competitor. And then what do you want to do, or what I want to do is I want to set up a match. So match temp, I don't know, I call it temp always, is my new match with, and I'm going to double check, how do I make a match? Where's my matches? Competitor 1 and competitor 2. Yep, so I just say competitor 1, wait, where'd they go? Round. So a new match, first competitor, second competitor. And again, the order doesn't matter in here, I don't think, but I'm just going to keep it first and second. And then I have to add this to my results list, my results, add that temp. And I could put that in my temp. Either way is correct. I'll do that way. I'll keep it that way. I'll make it a new match with my 2 competitors, and I'm adding it to my results. So I set up my result, I'm looping over everything, and add a new match. So I think before I was trying to put the I equals the start index, but then I get some weird stuff in the middle when the size either plus 1 or minus 1, depending on if it's even or odd. But doing it this way, where I have my start index in the part of the get, I could just use my normal index for loop, but divide by 2, and then get the first and second one going from the left, one coming from the right, and then make the new match, add it to results, and then return result. And I'm going to triple check this and run it, see if it's going to run this time correctly. Okay, so in the first case, I have my 2 competitors, Ben and Kara. So Ben versus Kara. And then in my second one, I have Ray versus Tim. And then Sam versus V. Okay, looks like that works. So for 3B, build matches, that's it. Have a good day.